Hello everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout for Simple Stories using the Heart Eyes collection. This is the new Valentines collection that has just been released, so it's hit shops now already, and you can pick it up any retailer really. So I love Valentine's collections. They're some of my favourite to work with. I was really surprised to hear someone say that Valentine's generally is not a big seller in scrapbooking, and I was really shocked at that because I always love Valentine's collections because they're full of happy bright colours usually, and they're normally not overly lovey-dovey, but they're full of hearts and pretty icons, and I love all of those things. And I find Valentine's collections really versatile because I love my children, I love traveling, I love my house, I love, my husband, I love all sorts of things. So I would use Valentine's collections for anyone or anything that I love, as opposed to just a romantic date night out with my husband, for example. We don't get many of those because we have 3 children and no babysitters, so we don't get to do that very often. So I would be very limited if I only use those types of photos. But I don't. I use photos of all the things that I love. And people love their pets as well. We don't have any pets here, but this would be ideal for photos about anything or anyone that you love. So that's how I view Valentine's collections. I'm delighted to be playing with the Heart Eyes collection today. I was delighted to sit down and play with it, and I must make some more layouts with it for sure. Okay, so I chose this pattern paper, the Love Hearts pattern. Now it's a light blue paper with lots of different brightly coloured hearts all over it that have different words in, and I just loved it. I thought it was great fun, and I wanted to feature a big part of it on my layout. However, it's very busy to use this as a background. It needs some white space. So I paired it with a pink paper, which is more subtle, so it's a white or cream and pink paper with diamonds on, and then I've kept a big white space at the top of my layout, probably about 4 inches. So I trimmed down the heart paper by fussy cutting around the top of those hearts, and I just did that with scissors, and then stuck that in place, and then I tore a section of the pink paper or strip of the pink paper and tucked that underneath, and that gave me the basis for my layout. I love a design like this because it gives me a line to work with, and I always like layouts with lines on. That might sound a bit strange, but there's a design principle behind it, I think. So it gives me somewhere to put stuff. So it gives me somewhere to put my photo, it gives me somewhere to put my title, and it gives me somewhere to start embellishments, and then they can kind of grow from there. So a line is always music to my eyes. So I've put my title on there, which is the word adore, and that is from the foam stickers. I really love using the Simple Stories foam stickers. They have titles and phrases, but they also have icons as well, so I think they're a really great value. And I also love anything foam because it sticks so well, and doesn't fall off. Chipboard tends to fall off because it's not flexible, but foam is, so therefore I find that foam stickers always stay put, and that's a big win in my book. So I have added my title from there. I'm pulled some a big heart and some things from the journaling bits pack, and I've also got those heart stickers from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. The love banner is a piece of ephemera from, no it's not, it's a sticker, that will be from the 12 by 12 sticker sheet too, and then I do pull out another banner very similar to that one, but that is a piece of ephemera, and I layer it behind, and I move that over in a minute as well. You'll see me move that over, but the big heart behind the photos from the journaling bits, and I thought that was a great layer to add behind my photo. I've mounted my photo onto a pink journaling card as well. Here I go with the layering of the banners or flags, the second one was from the ephemera pack, or the bits and pieces, so I've just layered them together, and then I'm going to actually move that over to the left hand side, and you can see that I have great places to add embellishments. I could because of the line on the layout. So I've got to the right of the photo, I've got to the left of the photo, and I've got to the left of the title. There's a big space there. I've got layers to tuck things into as well. And then that bottom corner of the photo, bottom left corner of the photo, I'm going to extend down with some extra embellishments. I do love creating embellishment clusters like this. Sometimes I find it tricky to put embellishment clusters over the top of a busy pattern paper. So therefore, that's why I pulled out those flowers. So there's 2 big flower sprays from the Bits and Pieces pack, and they kind of form the base of my embellishment cluster, because they create a layer on top of the very busy pattern paper. I mean, they're busy in themselves because they're flowers and they're multicolored, but it just seemed to work. So and then I particularly liked using the heart stickers because they have a white border on them, so therefore again they stand out against the busy pattern paper too. I always find a white border means that things stand out a lot better. So as well, I have all my photos with white borders as well. Anyway, I'm just going to get everything stuck in place now. There's those flowers going in place. I'm sticking those flat. I've got a little lacy border underneath my photo in black. That's just like gives a big I love a pop of black on a layout full of colour, because it really kind of creates like this dramatic feel. And quite often when there is black in a collection like that, sometimes I'll come in with black ink and create some splatters or some big droplets with the ink, with black ink. But I didn't do that this time. I should have done. I look back now and think, oh, I missed a trick there. I do really enjoy using pops of black because, say, it does create this really eye-catching dramatic effect. So yeah, anyway, so just going to carry on layering up all my embellishments, getting everything stuck in place. I'm raising most things on foam pads. I love to have lots of dimension on my layouts. So yeah, and I've just added a little ticket underneath the word adore, and adding some more hearts and some lollipops. This photo, we've just been to a restaurant, and we're taking a photo to send to my husband because he wasn't with us, and they all had lollipops that the restaurant had given them at the end of the meal. So that's why the lollipops work really well with the photo, and all the hearts, because we were telling Daddy how much we love him and miss him. We were away on holiday, you see, so he was actually in a different country, so yeah, we spent a week away from him. The whole thing just felt right and worked well, even though it's definitely not a Valentine's photo. It's definitely worked well with the collection. I just love this collection. It's so pretty. It's not even just traditional Valentine's colours either. It's not just reds and pinks. It's got the bright orange in, and it's got turquoise. So it's a bit different to normal Valentine's collections, which I think is great, because I think it makes it much more versatile and open to doing to scrapbooking other photos rather than just Valentine's or couples photos. Okay, so just coming in now with decorative brads and enamel dots, adding those in and getting those into my embellishment clusters and anywhere else I can put them. I do love both of those, enamel dots and decorative brads. And then I'm just going to finish off with some splatters of white paint over my embellishments. There we go, layout complete. I do need to write some journaling, just one line is all I can fit in really, so I'm just going to put that just underneath the photo and date it. I'm going to date it on the journaling bit. There you go. There we go, all finished. I actually smudged my paint because I journaled after I splattered, and had to put an enamel dot on the photo where I'd created a smudge. Right, okay, so that is my layout complete. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing this collection, seeing me working with it, and I hope you like the layout that I created as well. Thank you so very much for joining me today. That was Nikki Rowland for Simple Stories using the Heart Eyes collection.